What is going on, everyone? Welcome. Happy Sunday. Hopefully everyone's doing well, having a wonderful Sunday. If you have kids, probably the first Sunday where the kids are done with school. So hello, everyone. Welcome in. How is everyone doing? We'll say hello to some people. The Grand Unboxing, Elaine, Alan, Jeremy, Quick Draw, Payback, Ben. How are you guys doing? Welcome in. So yeah, well, fun night. We've got unboxings from Zobi. We've got a head-to-head battle with a winner from last week, and we have actually some bendies from the Major Wrestling Figure podcast as well, all to open up before we're joined by Curtis 2.0 or Curtis at Mystery Pop Theater. Yes, Curtis is going to join us at 10 o'clock. Always fun to hang out and chat with Curtis. Your guys' opportunity to ask any questions or anything like that. Yeah, what's going on, guys? How was the week? So a fun week. At least for me, kids getting done with school, so that's all done. So now it's the fun time, Oh my goodness. I'm a little red. It was the last year-end thing of getting to do stuff outside. I had what did we do today? Pressure washing. Always good to pressure wash the house. I do it once a year, so that was today. Not a long event, but get out the hose and the washer and the extensions and everything like that. So always a lot of fun. That was today. Let's see, anything new in the Funko realm? Of course, NFTs dropped this week, so shouts out to everyone that loves the NFTs. Kellogg's, so it wasn't. I know a lot of people talk at Icons. It wasn't at Icons. It was Kellogg's. So there'll be a video coming out, soon in the next couple of weeks where we'll do like a little luau talk of where I think they're going. Why did they not do all of that Icons? Why are they breaking it up? What do we see next? So look for that video in the next couple weeks. Oh my goodness. Obi-Wan Kenobi came out. So really excited about that. That was a great episode. You get to see Darth Vader and Obi-Wan and battle it out. That was very cool if you missed that one. And I'm actually starting to watch Stranger Things. So I have season 1 done, and I am three episodes into season 2. So before you know it, I'll have Stranger Things done. I love the first season. I thought it was really well done, and I'm liking season 2. So really enjoying Stranger Things. So shouts out to anyone that messaged I should watch it. But Obi-Wan Kenobi, aka Bad Batch. See, I didn't watch the Bad Batch, so I know. I've only watched the Star Wars movies and other things like that, and of course, Mandalorian February now next year. So I know a lot of people a little bummed like that. We're hoping to see Mando come this year, but we're gonna have to wait till next year for it. Let's see. Well, let's do a box battle. So last week, Nettie's Pops won. So Nettie's Pops, if you're in here, so let's see. So if Nettie's Pops is in, great. If not, no worries. Because already said wanted to take box number 2. So are we ready for a box battle? Now remember, guys, if you ever win a weekly giveaway and you want to do a box battle, this is what it is. Here we go. Provided by Spastic Collectibles, who we like to refer to as Curtis 1.0. All right, so let's see what we got. Again, make sure you use code Luau at Spastic Collectibles. Save some money. There we go. We've got the boxes. We've got number 2, and that was the choice. And number 1 for me. All right, so Let's see, is Nfts Pops here? If not, I'll let you guys choose. Who do you want to see go first? Who goes first? Annette, Nfts Pops Annette, or myself? Who wants to see? Let's see. The first one I see 2 votes, we'll do it. The proper pop crew. What is going on? Another great video, guys. Friday dropped. The proper popper dropped a great head-to-head battle, sort of like teams. Hit some cool chases. Make sure you guys go check that out. Ken says me. All right, Kenneth, we'll do it. All right, so here we go. So Annette's going to take box 2. I will take box 1. Let me bring my handy dandy pop price guide app up. All right, here we go. This is mine. Good luck. All right. Box 1 is going to be, it is a chase. So it is Jack Armored the Chase from Samurai Jack. New pop. Cool face. I mean, well done. No idea as far as cost goes. So this pop is currently, the chase is in at $28. So 28. So we have a chance. Nikki, how are you? And I just remembered I had to get you a cost for shipping. So I will work that out tomorrow or Tuesday at the latest and let you know. All right. So this is Annette. 28 to tie, 29 to win. All right. Here we go. Nfts Pops is... It is a Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty Gold Medal Funko Shop limited edition flocked of 4,000. So Nfts Pops might be able to take this down. And this pop is, and this pop is in at $32. So congratulations, Nfts Pops, taking me down with the flocked Hello Kitty 4,000 piece, 32 to 28. So a $60 mystery box going to Nfts Pops. So Annette, get a hold of me. I do have your shipping address, but always want to verify that you didn't move or did anything like that. So shouts out, let me know, and we'll go from there. And I will send them off to you. Congratulations on the win. And shouts out to anyone else that wanted to play in the NFT game this week. I did. I was very hesitant to do it, but I did. I think the video we throw out, I'll show you how I do NFTs. So I go in with a certain amount of money. I didn't get any packs. I think every single chance I went in, and it's been relatively the same lately, I think I was at an hour plus on all like 4 opportunities, devices, screens, whatever you want to call them, to get in to get packs, and I didn't get. I think it went down at a low. It's 52 minutes, and then they were all sold out. So I did packs totally on the secondary market, and I had a certain dollar amount. I spent that dollar amount, and we put together the royalty set, which was for the Dig'em Frog Freddy Funko. Pop Couple, how are you? Very cool. Welcome. So I did that. I got that, and I think we got Cornelius and the Cocoa Crispy Bear thing. But for me, I don't know. I wanted to play in it a little bit. I like certain ones. I did not get Tony Tiger Jr., nor will I spend money to get it if it didn't come in a pack. I don't know. They were kind of a little underwhelming for me. I don't know. Just me. If you're gonna do Kellogg's, you got to do some. Do the. I don't know. I just would have thought they would have done a lot better than what they did. I really, truly, Cornelius was cool. The Freddie Funko, I think, was hands down the best. The Cocoa Crispy thing was okay, but that is the story of NFTs and how it went for me this past week. So maybe we'll talk about it. Yeah, I don't know. We did do a little Luau talk video of it. What I think they'll do next. I know a lot of people. Or considering out of icons. What are you going to see? I give my opinions. I think the most desirable definitely would be General Mills if they're going to do this and separate Kellogg's, etc. Because General Mills, you get the characters. You get Count Chocula and Boo Berry and Frankenberry. That's in General Mills. So that's what I think. That's what I'm looking forward to. All right, another unboxing. So this comes from the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. If you guys have never checked it out and you love wrestling figures, it is a group, a podcast, a YouTube channel done by Matt Cardona, Brian Myers, Smart Mark Sterling, etc. And they actually have their own figures that they do. Which are bendies. So for people that love wrestling figures, remember back in the day, they made these different figures, and they have been making their own. So here they are. This is the first one, a good old retro Jeff Jarrett. So again, don't piss me off. Double J, Jeff Jarrett, very, very cool one. And then, it has the card and everything like that. And then we have sort of an older school Jeff Jarrett with the double J. And then I think this is the first ever figure he's ever done is Conrad Thompson. If you don't know, Conrad Thompson has done a lot of like podcasts and things like that. He does a podcast with Double J. He also does the Ric Flair podcast as well. So there you go. And then you can sort of sit and look on the back. You can listen to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast wherever podcasts are found. Normally comes out Friday. If you are a Patreon member, you get special things like these. And you also can get hear the podcast normally on a Tuesday. So has a little bit of advantages if you ever want to become a patron and listen to that stuff and you like wrestling figures, the Elites, and AEW, WWE, etc. like that. Some cool stuff. Nadia, how are you? Mummy TV, how are you doing? The Funko Brothers. And at this time, so I didn't make up a new video yet. I am in the works of doing it because sometimes it takes like 2 or 3 days after the first before Patreon sort of settles out and gets people that maybe their card were declined and et cetera, et cetera. So I didn't make a new video. So this is the old video from last month. But the June video will be out next Sunday night. And this is to the patrons and the channel members. Thank you for the support. And here is the video. And again, thank you to all the patrons, the channel members. Truly do appreciate it. You guys make giveaways and shipping and all that good stuff possible. Speaking of stuff, the next Whatnot live auction will be this week, Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Mystery boxes, what's in the box, and we have grails. All of it should be posted no later than I think like Tuesday. So if you want to come hang out, don't have to buy anything, come hang out. Only on Whatnot, Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. All right, so we have giveaways. We've got Curtis at Mystery Pop Theater coming up in what do we got? 11 minutes. So we got a video. We have a box. I think that's horror. We're gonna go with this one. I think this is it. No, maybe it's not that one. We're gonna go with this one. I hope that it's the pop culture box. Again, from Zobi.com. If I'm correct, it had. I know Squid Game is one of the items, so I don't expect an autograph from Squid Game. But let's see what we got. Again, you guys can go to Zobi.com, shopzobi.com. and get one of the boxes from Pop Culture to Fright to Gamer. There are subscriptions. They are bi-monthly. They also have daily specials, etc. And if you are a contributor, you can, at $6 a month, you get 20% off boxes and other items, which is always very cool. I think this is the other thing. At least I hope it is. My goodness. All right, let's flip to the other box because that's very similar to the one I already got. Hopefully it's not that one. Anyway, it's definitely not the pop culture box. Let's go to this one and see what we got. Yes, this looks like more. Yes, this is it. All right, here we go. Pop culture box. All right, so pop culture box. We do have a T-shirt. Let's see what we got. Again, very nice shirt. And it is welcome to Wyoming. Looking for train station. Rest in peace. Huh. Off the top of my head, I'm not remembering. It's not ringing a bell to me. Could be wrong. And here is the collectible pin. And of course, this is looks like this is the upgraded pin, limited to 100 from the Squid Game TV show. Fabulous. If you never got to see Squid Game, go check it out. We also have, speaking of Star Wars, I think this was Empire Strikes Back. I could be wrong, but a very, very nice, heavy little die cast. I don't know if you want to call it a paperweight or something like that, but very cool, super detailed. And the autograph is not ringing a bell off the top of my head. So this is the brand new Zobi Pop Culture box. And again, I don't know. So there's what we got. So 8x10 hand signed by Doom Patrol 2019. So I'm not remembering that show. Diane Guerrero. You also have the exclusive metal coin. Features the destroyed Death Star and inspired by Empire Strikes Back. And there you have the exclusive enamel pin featuring one of two designs. We did get the upgraded one. Although, I don't know. I kind of like that. I kind of like the original. I don't know. And then T-shirt is inspired from Yellowstone, of course, the TV series, which a lot of people talk about. So I like the pin though. That's probably one of the better games from Squid Game. And this they're calling a coin, but very thick, very well done. And we'll move over there. So again, if you guys want anything like that, please go check out shopzobi.com. And if you do there, I think support. It actually comes out pretty good. For $6, you save 20% off mystery boxes and things like that. So it does come in handy. All right, let's do a giveaway for the week. So let me share. Boom, and let's go here. Here we go. So giveaway for this week, we have the head-to-head battle, which you just saw like that. We have the prize wheel, $30 PayPal credit. Hanging with the Luau. Remember, if you want to come hang out with me on a show for you only, you could choose that one. A mystery box or a surprise me box. And again, we have to put this in to grab comments. And we're sitting at 60 comments. Good luck all. Let me get my handy dandy pen. And away we go. Winner number 1 is going to be, congratulations, Kenneth Bird. So Kenneth, a great supporter, great person. So with me, I like to have the surprise me mystery box if I win. All right, Kenneth. Well, if you want the surprise me box, hit me on Instagram, and we always do it in pop drunk fashion at the_Luau_23. Let me know your shipping address, and I will get a surprise me mystery box out to you. And let's pick winner number 2. And winner number 2, congratulations to Steve Hughes. And Steve writes, I might be there Sunday live to see some wrestling. Of course, wrestling going on right now, WWE Hell in a Cell. So, all right, so there we go. Congratulations to all the winners. Awesome. And here is what you have coming up on the channel this week. So this week we have a very cool video coming out tomorrow. Probably this is actually probably the biggest AOK I've ever got. So come check it out. It actually also completes a set. You've seen it behind me. A lot of people have asked, how did the set get put together? So you will get to see that. One of the biggest AOKs I have ever gotten to date. So come check that out on Monday. Tuesday, we have a $200 Gem Pops birthday Funko Pop mystery box. Wednesday, a $100 Funko Pop and Soda mystery unboxing, as well as some homage t-shirts. Great t-shirt company there. And Thursday, how about Epic Collectibles? I think the first Epic Collectibles box we opened up up to this point all year here in 2022. I think that was a $75 3-pop box. That's coming on Thursday. And on Friday, it's Turbo time. We take a look at the movie Jingle All the Way and the Funko set Jingle All the Way. And I think that we're also going to look at the Walmart Funko product exclusive Turbo Man. All of that coming to you this week. So those are the videos. We have 4 minutes. So I always turn it over to you guys before we bring on our guest at 10 o'clock. And if there's anything you want to ask, comment on, want my opinion on, it is for you guys to ask away. So anything you want to know, the floor is your Turbo Man. Gotta love Turbo Man, right? I think a lot of people finding him still at Walmart, sometimes discounted prices right now. So if you're looking for Turbo Man, go check out your local Walmart. It could be there. Always put down those cookies. Those are my cookies. A classic. I wouldn't say. I mean, we watch it every year. Once a year, we'll watch it once. It's not like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation or anything like that, but it is a movie that we tend to watch all sorts of times. Well, I would say my favorite kind of cookies might be a Pop Couple mint chocolate chip, but I have not tried them yet because we're waiting for Pop Couple to do the next cookie auction. I don't know. I like soft chocolate chip cookies. So around here there is a grocery store that makes salted caramel chocolate chips. They're soft. They're really good. I also have somebody at work whose wife is a baker, and she makes snickerdoodles, but with toffee chips in them, and they are unbelievable to die for. But of course, Pop Couple chocolate chips are good too. Best autograph in my collection. I am a little partial to my Aaron Rodgers autographed helmet. I do like that a lot. That's probably one of my favorites. I've had items in the past that I've sold, and sometimes I kick myself that I've sold them. But at times and stuff like that, it calls for it. But I did have a black pinstripe Michael Jordan jersey, which was one of my favorites, and I did have an autographed Kobe Bryant 9/11 Finals jersey. That was a nice one. I wish I would have kept that. When are we getting another show review? Hey, throw it out there. I don't know if there's any new shows, but if there's some show you guys want me to review or watch, let me know. Like I said, I just got into Stranger Things. I'm through season 1, and I am 3 episodes into season 2, and loving it. I really enjoy Stranger Things. Very good. A show review. So, yep. Oh, a shoe review. Wow, a sneaker. When I find one that tickles my fancy for you guys, that sort of brings in pop culture or something like that, we'll do a sneaker review. I haven't had one of those in a while, so. My favorite pin actually might be one that'll be out later this year. The Candyman pin's a favorite. I also like the Clark W. Griswold, but the Monsters Inc. design probably I think might be my favorite when it comes. So later this year, fall it will be out. So, all right, it is time, guys. Moderators, please link up Mystery Pop Theater. We'll talk about when Curtis does videos here and there, but one of the greatest buddies of mine. We have done multiple battles together. He is the first and only last person ever to get me to try Funko cereal. Will never happen again. I bring you Curtis 2.0, Mystery Pop Theater, PlayStation 4 Curtis, however you want to call him. I bring you Curtis at Mystery Pop Theater.
Well, you're just naming all the hits tonight.
How are you, my friend?
How you doing? I'm good. It's been a while. How are you?
Wonderful. I'm checking out the background. The background looks a little different for me.
Yeah, I had to rearrange my my office here for work, because this is where I work out of too. So just out of necessity. But yeah, I know, keeping plenty busy.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
So for people that don't know, Curtis does work at Whatnot and has been at Whatnot. Is it 2 years now? Almost.
It'll be 2 years. It'll be 2 years in September.
Congrats!
Yeah, time flies.
I mean, a company that's. I mean, it's just huge.
Yeah. We're kind of at a scale that I'm happy we're at, but I never in my wildest dreams imagined that it would be as big as it's gotten. So, and there's always room for more growth, but yeah. And you mentioned that I do videos on occasion. I probably haven't done a YouTube video in almost 2 years, probably since I started working for Whatnot. But yeah, it's been a while. I've been on other people's lives. I mean, like I am tonight, and I've been on other people's live streams too. But yeah, just making my own content. I haven't done that in a while. So
I mean, obviously still collecting, but maybe changing a little bit.
Yeah, I've actually kind of slowed down with Funko recently. And have been unloading some of my pops on Whatnot sales. So I've kind of gotten back into Lego a lot recently. So I've been picking up some Lego sets. But I just real quick, the chat has been saying hello. So I just wanted to say hi to Sharon and Pop Couple and Mr. Techbot and Pop in Hand, Zach. David's yelling at me for fixing the marketplace on Whatnot. Hi, Dave. It's coming. Just be patient. And Quick Draw.
it still works. I mean, I've sold a few things on Marketplace. I think, I mean, we all know the auction platform is the thing that was just, huger than huge, and I can't imagine the infrastructure that has to go on to house everything they do now. So
Yeah, we've really built out the engineering team quite a bit, and we redid the app several months ago as a brand new version of the app. So before it was written, it was for both Android and iOS, but now there's two separate apps. So there's one written for iOS and one for Android. So depending on what device you have, the experience could vary a little bit. So um, but yeah, we're always adding new features, working on stuff. We just added in-app messaging, which people have been asking for a long time. So you don't have to jump over to Instagram anymore to message someone. You can do it right on Whatnot. So that was kind of a big,
I like that.
yeah, that was kind of a big one that I've been pushing for a long time. I just we had to hire the people to do it. So yeah, we're always working on stuff. So
So
he
you were
pops
saying
up.
that I mean, I see some. Is there any pops we're not getting rid of? Is there any that you say these are the ones I'll never get rid of? I mean, I think I
I'm
know
kind.
one. I know one.
Which one?
That's got to be Buzz.
Yeah, the 9-inch Buzz, and then the 9-inch Freddy is Buzz. Those
Yep.
are two I'll never get rid of. So, um, no, it's just if you could see the wall over here and in my closet, it's pops, 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 pops. I have them in my storage room. I've been slowing way down on just buying them in general, even to potentially resell down the road. I have too much stuff, not enough space. So, and there's other categories I want to try to sell in, like especially on Whatnot. Part of my job is, it's called dog fooding, which if you own a dog food company, you have to eat your own dog food. So what that means is basically you have to use the product. So they require everyone that works at Whatnot to use the app, and then that for me means doing live auctions. So that's something it's part of my job and I have to do. So, but yeah, so it'll eventually be.
I have to say, your auctions they're almost like a show, and it's enjoyable. I don't know. Some people I can't say that about, but others, I always like come to your auction whether I buy something or not. I enjoyed it. It's like a show.
I appreciate that. I feel as we've grown so big and brought on so many categories that, like, if I go live now, it used to be I would sell everything on a stream, but now I maybe sell a third. I don't go through everything. It's stiff competition for sure. But I mean,
yeah.
we just added a new category I saw this weekend. We have is return pallets. So that's a new category that we have, like Amazon return pallets or other. There's these people that buy the return pallets and open them up and see what's inside. So I'm kind of excited to see what happens with that category. But we have Lego, we have arts and crafts, home and garden. We're getting into all kinds of categories now. It's really exciting.
Cooking. I mean, there's like food auctions.
Oh yeah,
too.
yeah. You mentioned Pop Couple, and I have tried their cookies. They're very good. So yeah, they need to come back and do another cookie auction.
I keep telling them that. I said I missed the chance to get these mint chocolate chip cookies, which I've heard multiple people rave about. So I keep telling them, and they have to get the label and get everything ready to go. They said it's coming soon.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It takes a lot of work. I mean, like at their last auction that I was at, I think they sold through everything in about 15 minutes, which I'm sure was like 4 or 5 hours of prep. So they just blasted right through everything and they sold everything. But yeah, the food and drink category is newer too. So it's been interesting to see the activity in that category. But
And when I think of pallets, I think of one person in particular that I want to see if he does it.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he will. I have a feeling.
I would think so. We'll see. I'm sure people in the chat can guess who I'm thinking of, but the franchise that is his bread and butter thing, so it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, he still does Funko shows, so I imagine once if he sees that this is a category now that he'll be all over it. So
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we promise more cookies coming soon. Trying to get the paperwork finished. So
there you go. I'm ready.
Yes,
ready
which I'm sure is a whole nother thing, because if you sell the cookies, there's probably a lot of stuff that's got to go into that. So
yeah, although if I order anything with chocolate in it, I might be in trouble this time of year. We're getting into summer here in Phoenix, so
yeah. And now is Whatnot? I think Whatnot still in Phoenix, or have they pretty much all gone the California way?
we have our warehouse here in Phoenix for returns. So like anytime someone needs to send something back, if it's damaged or for whatever reason it has to come back to us. We have the Phoenix. It's in Scottsdale, which is about 10 minutes down the road from where I live. But yeah, and we have our warehouse crew. But our home office is in Marina Del Rey, California. So that's where most everybody works from. In the office. We do have a lot of remote workers too. So
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think predominantly remote, like most positions, outside of warehouse positions are 100% remote. So yeah, I work from home every day.
You can't beat that. But I've seen, you can always just go out in your backyard and hop in a pool too. So it's always nice.
Yes. I was in the pool a couple days ago. It was a little cool at first, but it felt nice after a few minutes. I was like, because I was running around the house doing stuff and doing chores and whatever, and I'm like, God, I'm just overheated. So I went and jumped in the pool. It was nice.
So talk to me about Legos. I like Legos too, but are you a put it together, or are you like, I have it in the box and I enjoy it out of the box? What's the story?
I'm kind of both. And I had really gotten into them, gosh, probably almost 10 years ago at this point. And I sold most of those, and I kind of kick myself for doing that now, seeing what some of those are worth now. But
unbelievable.
No, yeah. No, it's just something different. I just, with Funko, it's kind of it's just turning into the same thing over and over again. Like this last Star Wars drop, it's like these are all the same pops they release over and over again. And not that I'm a Star Wars collector by any stretch, but just a lot of the stuff they've been announcing that's come out recently, I just have had no interest in. It may just be because I'm losing interest. I mean, I still like what I have here, like on display, but there's really been nothing for a while. And I've sold some pretty big pieces recently, and I haven't missed them. So I think that's a sign that I can get rid of those and move on, and life goes on. At least with the Lego, you can either keep those in box or you can put them together. I have put a few together. I like the botanical collection that they have come out with recently. So I put together the orchid and the bouquet of flowers. That was a fun one. Actually, it was very time consuming. I recently had COVID and I had to stay home, so that helped to pass the time as I was recovering. So it kept me busy.
Well, at least you made a full recovery, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, that wasn't fun. That was my first exposure to COVID, and it was not fun. I lost taste and smell for about 4 days. So that was like, it was weird. I could taste like if something was sweet or spicy or salty, but there's Hype Cup. You mean my famous beautiful face? He keeps saying I'm famous because working at Whatnot. So
I mean, you did hop in there right around the boom, really, of Whatnot. I remember the first time you took over like auctions and scheduling, and that's when it was like, I mean, totally different than what it is today.
Yeah, I used to onboard Funko sellers, one by one, and one at a time. That was my day. But now, with all the different categories and kind of helping people learn to use the app, and with all the ways that it's changed, we have these big group onboarding sessions now. Usually they're, I think, 4 a week with about 75 people per session now. Wow. So it's a lot. It's the scale of it's pretty big. So
unbelievable. I mean, I would have never thought it is where it is, 2 years ago, year and a half ago. to see where it is today, I would never have thought it.
Yeah, no, it's been an amazing experience. This will be the greatest job I ever have, no matter like how long I work that. If I work and move on somewhere else, there'll never be anything like this. It's just been kind of a crazy, I still kind of like, is this real? Is this what I do for work? Working with people. But yeah, most of my time now is not with onboarding, but it's managing our Discord server. So we have a Discord sellers only server. So people come in and ask questions or need help, and most of the time I tell them to contact support. I can only help so much, but if it's something that they need to run through the support team, I just try to point people in the right direction. So, but yeah, it's pretty big.
Have you? I mean, I'm assuming it's a lot harder. You probably don't get to talk to a Logan or Grant like it was a year and a half ago.
Yeah. No, the last time I talked to Logan, we had to schedule time on our calendars to make sure that we had the free time. But yeah, it's been a while since I've talked to Logan or Grant. But yeah, it's just they're just so busy with the company. So
it's good. It's good. Kudos to them, and I got to give kudos to B Cobb, because every time I think of B Cobb with 3 babies, I mean, my goodness.
Yeah. I think he's got a show coming up. I think he keeps pushing it out because, the babies keep ruining it for him. But, such are the babies.
We're there, and shouts out, B Cobb with his customs and the things he's doing. So, man.
Yeah, his last show was really well received, and he did really well with it. So, give him a follow.
Yeah, guys, go check him out. I mean, custom stuff and some of the work that B Cobb can do with his customs and airbrushing, tremendously talented.
Yeah, for sure.
Next Thursday, shooting for next Thursday.
The plan was to go the week after his last auction. That's been, I think, a month or more now. But 3 babies. I'm surprised it's happening that soon. If he thinks it's going to be this Thursday.
And when I remember when he let us know that he's having triplets, and it's just like mouths dropped. It's like, yeah. I mean, I knew what it was like doing one, and then when I had one that was 4 years older than the other one, I remember that I couldn't even imagine 3. Oh my goodness. But shouts out B Cobb. I mean, God, I love it. So it brings up another thing. When you think about, and I remember way back when you and B Cobb and Justin, everyone would do mystery unboxings. And I mean, what's your take on Funko and the Funko YouTube community and how, different it is? I look around of it and it's just, I don't tell many people, but I've thought that I would say sooner than later you will see a video come from me where it's the Luau says goodbye. It's just, it's come across my mind more lately than it ever has. And you miss some people like the Pop Couples and Sean and Cheap and Nerdy and, even Justin and people like that. It's just, what's your take on it all?
I actually lost you for half of that question. Could you just repeat it real quick?
Yeah. So I'm thinking back at the history of things, and like when we started, we were doing YouTube and 2Ps and everything like that, to what the Popsicles and the Shawns and Cheap and Nerdies, everyone, it's just they're gone. Not gone, but they are sort of gone. What's your I think it's people ask me all the time, it's like, when are you and Sean going to come back and do mystery box battles? And I'm like, I don't know if it ever will come back, honestly. And it's just it's a lot of things, I think. But, I'm curious. I always ask people, because people ask me all the time about it. And I always ask people, what do you think? What's your opinion of how's it changed and why?
I mean, the quick answer, and I'll kind of explain. I mean, to me, it's like everything runs its course. It's everything has kind of a shelf life, and you get out of it what you put into it. And I guess I can best explain that. Like when I was doing, Mystery Pop Theater, starting, was it 2019, I think. I was in a job I didn't care for. So Funko Pops kind of became this, a thing for me to do in my free time, something that was fun. And then having that lead into, my job at Whatnot now, Funko Pops basically became my job. So it's like that didn't make sense for me to do for fun anymore, just because I work with Funko Pops and with talking about Funko and the app all day long. So um, that's kind of like why recently I've been kind of getting into like Lego and some different stuff, just because it's like not Funko related. But yeah, I think everybody, it runs its course. I mean, I'm gonna stick with that answer. It really just, your favorite show can go on for so many years before you kind of get tired of seeing it. And I'm sure the people that do, make this content kind of get burnt out on doing it, and they take a break and come back to it at some point. My philosophy has always been, if something that you do for fun becomes a chore or it doesn't make you happy, then you shouldn't do it. So and I think that's probably true for most of the people that you mentioned. Or like Pop Couple was saying, they want to, go rethink their structure and their format and go a different direction, maybe do some different types of videos. I think that's also something that you can do, but it takes time to kind of come up with that, because new people start channels every day, I'm sure,
Oh, I'm
related to Funko and similar content. So it's kind of hard to stand out as well as new people kind of come along. But yeah, I honestly don't think I probably will go back to making videos again. Um, I probably ever. I mean, unless something drastic changes with my life or my career, uh, or I do a different type of video, different type of content. I would probably change the name of the channel. I've been actually like, I still go by Mystery Pop Theater on Instagram, and I've been trying to think of if there's another name I can change to, just because I don't, that was kind of from my YouTube days. But yeah, I mean, I
Yep.
haven't done a new video with content in almost 2 years now. So
Now, Dave always. This is one of the favorites, and this is one of many videos stick out in my mind. But this one was a good one that really.
I just saw that comment. Yeah, that was fun. That, I mean, and that was just like, something I came up with on the fly. Like, oh, what if I ran over this with my car?
I remember
And
when you bought that mystery box, and I remember I was thinking, I was like, man, this could be interesting. Or, man, this could go horribly awry.
yeah, I won't name the company because I don't
No,
want to give
yeah.
them any. But you can find the video. Dave will probably just name it. Dave doesn't care. He'll probably just name the company in the chat. But no, I can't remember what it was. I really felt I got kind of scammed on that. It's like, you can get one of these grails, or you can get a box of 40 different Funko Pops, and I'm sure everybody got the box of 40 Funko Pops. But yeah,
No.
there were duplicates of the same pop in the same mystery box, and it took me quite a while to get rid of this. This was before Whatnot, so I couldn't just come on Whatnot and list them for sale. I think my very first Whatnot show, I finally sold the rest of that box off. I had no problem selling everything that I had because I was the only show on that night on Whatnot. So
It does change. I think I get so many questions about people asking, and they remember the early days of Whatnot and to what it is now. And, people ask, why can't I started Pop at $1 and it's not like it used to be. And it's like, it's just different, guys. It's not like what it was.
yeah,
It's tremendous competition. And I mean, some of the people you guys have on Whatnot are like, pretty famous people that come on there. And even sometimes they have issues with being able to sell things. And
yeah. Yeah, it's crazy to see where we are. Like, we were at MegaCon a few weeks ago, and we had Jay and Silent Bob in one of our shows, and then we had um, the guy from Mandalorian. I forget the actor's name. He was on Breaking Bad. So I'm forgetting all the actors' names. But we had all these like celebrities on our shows coming on just to do signings with us, and we've really stepped up our booth game this year too. It's like a video game arcade from the 80s kind of a motif. So there's like claw machines and a lot of neon and patterned carpet with the Whatnot logo on it. So I'm actually going to my first work-related convention. I'm going to Dallas Fan Expo here in a
Ooh,
couple weeks. So
that's
I'll be
awesome.
there. I don't know if anybody in the chat's going to be there, but I will be there working with the Whatnot team for my first con. So there's a few cons I'm probably going to try to go to this summer. I'm probably going to go to C2E2 in August
Ooh,
in Chicago. I'm holding out hope for SDCC, but I think the ticket situation there is a little hard. It's I'm still hopeful that something might come through, but I'm keeping my calendar open just in
that's a tough
case.
one. That's a tough one. And then I guess
Yeah,
NYCC is happening. I haven't heard much about it, but I'm assuming it's
yeah,
going to.
yeah. I think most of the whole company is going to NYCC in October, so I'll be there in October too. So it's fun, like because when I got this job, I was told I'd be going to all these conventions, and this was before like there were vaccines for COVID. So it's like, yeah, someday I'll get to go to these shows, and coming up on 2 years working there, and I still haven't been to any conventions. It's really cool to kind of see, this is finally starting to happen, and I get to go meet a lot of our sellers and customers and buyers in person, and you know just meet everybody in person, because it's just been an awesome experience, and having the in-person element too is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I remember one pictures that it was like they had the boxing ring up, and then I
Yeah.
get to see Professor Josh do his stream from the convention. I think that was really
Hmm.
cool. So yeah, definitely some awesome stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
whatnot changed the game, but I tell people it's not what it used to be. And then Funko's not
Yeah.
what it used to be. It's like even if you try to sell like high end pops, or even you're not necessarily going to get PPG for stuff. You might have to take some hits and to move some stuff.
I think I was going to say, and I got kind of sidetracked by another thought, but like my philosophy for like when I was onboarding sellers back in the day, it's like started at what you are willing to pay for it, get paid for it. Don't start it at $1, because you may end up selling it for $1, and people get upset with us because they're starting things at $1, and it's not, and some streamers are like, like visibly angry in the chat, like, oh come on you guys, this is like, you're sleeping on this, and it's like, start it higher. You don't have to start everything at $1. Even if you're willing to go below retail, or just whatever you're happy getting, start it at that, and if you don't get any bids, just move on to the next item. Someone may come into your stream and be interested in it, and pay you what you're asking for it.
Yeah,
And
throw
we
it up,
have the
make offers. I mean, there's so much you can do.
yeah, and we have the stories feature now too. So like,
I
even
like that. Yeah.
even if you don't want to go live, you can still post things for sale on your story, and then you just ask for what you want for it there, and soon people are going to be able to make offers in stories too. So even if you are asking a price for it, someone's going to be able to make you an offer right in your story. So there's still a lot of stuff coming down the pike. So
And I know Dave always says about the marketplace, and it still works. It's still there, and people still look at it. I know I still look at it when I look for something. I'll put one, and then when one comes, sends me a notification, or if one they listed or changed the price, I get notification. So I use
yeah,
it. I like it.
yeah, and we're working on improving that, and kind of combining the experience of live sales and marketplace into kind of one shopping experience. So having something for sale in your marketplace and then selling it during a live show will remove it from your marketplace inventory. So there's no more like going on vacation
Yep.
mode to hide your stuff and then deleting it all. And it's kind of a pain right now, and it definitely needs some attention. But yeah, we're working on it. So we're getting some other features out there, and making improvements in other areas too that we feel needed first.
And I'm just
So
curious, is there any category that you guys get a lot of questions or desire to do that you guys don't have yet? I mean, I think you guys have everything I can think of, but I'm just curious.
um one that has kept coming up recently is adult entertainment, I guess is what
Whoa.
I'll say.
Whoa.
People have been asking about selling Playboy magazines
Okay.
or adult films, to put it that way. We still don't allow like the sale of explicit material like that. So, and that's a whole tricky. I think there's a whole legal implication there with that. I know like on other platforms they don't allow that either. So it's not that we don't want people to sell anything they want, but there are certain laws that prevent that from happening too. So we can't cater to everyone.
That's a tough one. Yeah, that opens. It's like an opening of Pandora's box. There, you just never know what might fly out after that.
Yeah, but I mean, we still have in most every like major parent category, we have like an other category. So like if there's something that we don't have a specific set category for, but it's related to it, you can always schedule a show in other. Like other is one of the most followed categories on the app. So it's like if you're looking to do something different, so go into other and do something that you haven't seen for sale. I mean, as long as it is legal. We ask everybody to kind of follow their local laws when selling on the app. So which means a lot of times I've had to report people that are streaming while driving because that's not necessarily legal, and the driver could get hurt. So it's like, if you ever see that, report it. We have the report feature built into the app now. So yeah, I mean, and it's like even adding the report feature where you can report people doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing has been a huge step, because we can't be in every stream like we used to be, last year or even a year and a half
Oh yeah.
ago. It's just like we had we have several hundred streams going now at any given time, like day and night. So it's very different.
Oh yeah, round the clock, multiple people. I mean, it's like, and if you guys want to buy something, I mean, it's great for a buyer because you can
Mhm.
hop in and out of shows and go check this out. You can see what's coming up if it's buy it now, and move on to the next, and it's kind of great for buyers.
Yeah, and I mean, we've had the explore button for a while. So if you're in a stream, you can tap explore and bring up like a menu that pops in from the side with a list of other shows in that category while you're in the show that you're watching. So even if just kind of want to see what else is going on, you don't have to leave the stream that you're in. We kind of give you the option to do that. Or if you minimize the show that you're in, it'll be like picture in picture, and you can navigate to other parts of the app too. So we're really trying to improve that experience for everybody. But I still hear a lot of negative feedback about why isn't this fixed or why can't we do this yet, and it's a matter of time. Honestly, just hang in there. It'll happen when it happens. A lot of it, people think, oh, this should be an easy fix, but for whatever reason,
Yeah.
I'm not an engineer. It's like super complicated to accomplish. Like getting in-app messaging, I think took several months, maybe almost a year to implement that, because it was something people had asked for. And then of course I heard feedback like, why did you guys do in-app messaging? I don't want this. So it's like you're not going to please everybody with
You can't please
everything
now.
that you introduce.
We all
Yeah.
know you
So
can't please them all. It's just what it is. Well, another note, what's new with you? Or any shows you're watching? What are you into? What's new?
you mentioned Stranger Things. I was listening to you
Yes.
while I was backstage. I just caught up to the last episode of the newest season. I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody, but it's really good. I'm really liking this season. Season one was great. Season
Yep.
two, you said you just started. I was about season two. Season three was much better. This last season, this latest season has been really good. I just have really liked it a lot.
How many?
So
How many? I'm did because I know in this new season 4 they gave you so many, and then the next so many's in July. Was it like, are they still doing only like 8, 9, 10 episodes? So they gave you like what, 4 or 5?
yeah, there's 9 episodes. They gave you the first 7. So
Oh,
there's
okay.
two more episodes, but like the episodes have been a lot longer this season. Like I watched episode 7 last night, which is the last available new episode. It was an hour and 40 minutes. I mean, that's a movie.
Whoa! Wow.
Yeah. So the episodes have been really long this season. The final episode, episode 9, is 2.5 hours.
Whoa! Wow!
Yeah. So, but it's yeah. I didn't. For those of you that have seen it, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but I didn't see it coming. It was really clever how they brought everything together. That's all I'll say. But
I I got so many people at work, and I've talked to so many people, and they said, you know, and I finally sat down to watch it. And one guy at work, he's like, I love season one, and I didn't love it as much as people say, but then season two, and he said I was done after 2 episodes. It didn't work for me, but I love season one. I thought
yeah.
visually, story, fabulous, and I think I'm 3 episodes into season two. It's still I like the whole Ghostbusters. I like the 80s, mid 80s feel
Yeah.
to it. I kind of get an idea where they're going with the story, but
Hmm.
it's still I enjoy it. It's a really good show.
Yeah, they definitely have the bigger budget for season four too. I mean, it's like watching each movie or each episode's almost the length of a movie so far. So it's like watching a movie every time you watch an episode. But um, yeah, but they it's smart that they're ending it now because most of those kids are like 20, 21 now.
So
They're not
it's
high
it.
school age
Season
anymore.
season four is it's over, or there's
Yeah,
going to
this
be a
season four. I think season four is the last season, the final season. So, but yeah, like the character like Nancy and Steve. I think they're those actors are like 30 years old and they're still playing high school students. So it's like they got to wrap it up here soon and kind of bring this to an
well,
end
when
because
I looked at it, I'm like, okay, so this came out. It surprised me. I always knew it, but I didn't think about it. I was like, oh wow, 2016 for season one, and then
mhm,
all right, 2017 for season two. That's good. And then 2 year hiatus for season three. I think season three was 2019, and now it's 3 years later.
yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
tough.
but with as long as these episodes are, it's like you can see why it took so long because they have all the effects to add in and but it's been great. I only have two more new episodes to watch and then it'll be done. But it's been really good. I've been really liking it. So
Yep, that's a good one. I mean, I know you're not a huge Star Wars person, but have you watched Obi-Wan?
I've been watching Obi-Wan. Um, yeah, and I'm excited for the new season of Mandalorian too. I watched that
Oh,
show.
I was so bummed when they said February. I'm like, oh, I was hoping for like November, December, but it
Eh,
is what it is.
it'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I'm just
no,
gonna
yeah,
go.
Obi-Wan Kenobi's been really good. Are you caught up with it or
Yeah, yeah, yep.
yeah? I don't think I'm spoiling anything when I say this, but I wasn't expecting as much from Darth Vader in this series. I didn't realize he was going to be in it so
I
much.
thought they played us because they make it sound like, yeah, Hayden Christensen is coming back, but not a lot, and the people that I already they just thought, well, he's not going to be in it that much, and it's like, that's not the truth.
Yeah,
And
this last episode was really good.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
so
they're doing it well, and then I think it's what Andor is the one guy from Rogue One,
yeah,
which is
Cassian Andor. Hmm.
that's long. I think it's 12 episodes, and they're already planning 2 seasons of that, which will then will roll right into where he left off for Rogue One. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
which how that ends for him ultimately.
Well, yeah, we know how we know how it goes.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah, Mando's great. I want to see, whenever they decide to end Mando, how do they roll it, and whatever happens to Mando and Grogu, it'd be kind of cool to see how they do it.
yeah, yeah, for sure. There's a lot of content out there. There's a lot of shows that I've started and haven't been able to finish just because something else new comes out that I want to see more, and then like I'll come back to it
Everyone's
eventually.
on
And I
me with
still
Game of
haven't.
Thrones, and I sat and watched the first episode of it, and it was good, but I haven't gone back to it in like 2 months, and because other things just pop up. But like Stranger Things, it grabbed me and hooked me, and now I'll just in my mind, it's like if I can whack out one episode a day, but then it turns out to be it's two, and I can do another 50 minutes. Let's do three, and
Hmm.
it hooks
It's
me like
easy to binge. Yeah, it's an easy show to binge. Season four, maybe not so much because they're anywhere
that
from
might
an
be a
hour
little
and ten
pricey when we're
minutes.
talking that kind of length of time. Yeah, that might be a one episode a night kind of thing.
Yeah, but yeah, it'll be probably by the time you're caught up, I don't know. It's July 1st, I think. You may be caught up by the time.
I don't know if I could pull that one off. I got a vacation coming up, so I don't know if I could pull. My hope is that I get done with season 3 by vacation time, and then maybe, we'll see.
Oh, there is a season 5. Professor Josh is saying, well, I guess they're going to squeeze some more out of these kids before they start getting gray hair like me. So
if they can pull it off in a year or two, I could see, all right, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, because it's like I'm having a hard time believing some of these kids are, these 30-year-old actors are in high school still.
I can believe them now, 2016, 2017, yeah. Now it's getting a little, they're looking kind of older.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy for the suspension of disbelief when the story is good. So you can kind of just be like, okay, yeah, these kids are in high school, sure.
And of course, you have Dave, who just, maybe they all die.
Well, that's a Dave response, but
well,
who knows?
There's no one like Dave. Yeah, Dave is just so unique.
Sure. That's something to say about Dave.
Well, people always ask me stuff, and it's like I miss some of the stuff. I miss some of the people that when we got into this stuff that just aren't there anymore. And no offense to newer people, it's just it's not the same. So.
Things change. Stranger Things kids grow up and become adults, and
they do.
they go into other things. So
they do. Yeah, I mean, even for me, it's like I am tremendously picky with Funko, and I still love mystery boxes, but I'm tremendously picky about which ones I do, and it's like NFTs. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes I play them. Other ones like, man, I'm glad I didn't get in, and I don't want to play with this one in the secondary market.
I heard when I joined backstage, you were kind of finishing up some thoughts on the Kellogg's NFTs. So did that suck you into it at all? Did you get any of those?
I did play in it, and I didn't get any packs. I think I think I do 4 different devices because I have to do it when I'm at work. So I have I have a computer, I have some laptops going, and I think ever since the DC, I never got, or even since Scooby-Doo, I never got in. I never get in. And I think I was plus an hour, and then it's immediate. You let it go and you see will it get better, but then you realize if you're plus an hour, you're done. There's no hope. But I always love Justin's philosophy. I think I talked to Justin about it 2 months ago, and I just loved his philosophy on it. And I've sort of done it where I have a set amount, and I'll play in the aftermarket with it, buy sell till I get what I want. And all I really wanted was the Freddy Funko Dig 'em. So the royalty set, and that's it.
Yeah, it was a lot easier to get the royalty set this time than like DC.
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo, you needed 125 or something for Scooby-Doo royalty, but
Scooby-Doo I had to play in it because I love Scooby-Doo, and but I didn't. There was only the Grail was the only one that I wanted. The other ones and buying and selling. I got all of them except one, the Snow Beast, but I sold them all, and then I ended with a royalty set and a Grail Scooby, and then the Witch Doctor soda, and I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, like any of those dupes, I usually like if it's a redeemable, I just turn around and sell it and try to open more packs.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Just I only want one of each. I don't want to get like a dozen and try to resell the physical pops, which I did that with the big boy pops, and I'm still sitting on like 3 of them. Like nobody wants them, so it's just like give it some time.
It's like Star Trek. I think people talk about Star Trek. I'm like, I don't think the Star Trek stuff's going to sell well when it does arrive. And
I mean, same with Bob Ross. Even the smaller runs, because they destroyed a lot of those packs too. So
yep, they're fun, and people were like, add icons, when are we gonna get icons? And I think I knew Funko wasn't gonna do it, and I said it just proves it with Kellogg's. I mean, everyone, if they're gonna do this, and I think it's all licensing. I think people don't realize that. They think, well, Funko has the license. I said they have the license to do pops. They don't necessarily have the license to do NFTs, which is different.
Yeah, I don't know how the licensing works. If it's I'm sure it's a different license. You're probably right.
people were like, well, wait, I can't wait for Disney and Star Wars. I'm like, you're not going to see it. Disney won't give up. Disney will keep NFTs to themselves.
Yeah,
They're
probably.
definitely not going to give it to Funko. So.
Yeah, I mean, it must be because when they announced DC was coming, it's like, well, yeah, they've had the license for DC forever, so why would they need to announce that for NFTs unless it was a different license? So,
yep.
Yeah. But,
yeah, because they make Funko aftermarket sale percent. Oh, absolutely. NFTs Funko loves it. It's a great business.
Yeah,
and they make all these icons, but I think they do this. They know what people want, and you're going to throw something out there and see how it goes, and they sell them all. It's amazing.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see another Bob Ross situation again with NFTs where it's like they didn't sell out, so they destroyed like thousands of packs. They burned all those NFTs. I don't think you're going to see that again. And I thought I would have the reaction online, like what people were talking about when they announced Kellogg's was like, oh, these are gross. But still, I mean, I was on 4 devices too, and I didn't get through any of the queues at all. And so I just went to Atomic even before they sold out and started getting packs. I'm like, there's no way I'm getting through the queue. So I'm just going to start buying them on the aftermarket.
The aftermarket prices on Kellogg's I didn't think was too bad. They were pretty good. It wasn't outrageous like DC.
Yeah.
I kind of hope that they do another Halloween Freddy thing. I think that was awesome.
I really like that run, and I got at least one of each of all those. So I was looking at Dave's comment about Big Boy. I have all those Doughboys too. They're right over here.
They love the Doughboy. We all know that. The Shamrock Cookie and the heart. Yeah, that was the thing.
The one that really gets me, like where Funko just reuses the same mold, is when they did 6 of Twinkie the Kid. It's like they have 6 Twinkie the Kids with the same exact mold. They had, the different colored hats, which, when it was like the brown hat was the common and the white hat was the chase. But at Target, it was the opposite, and the white hat was the common and the brown hat. And then they had the chrome version, and then they had the glow in the dark version. It's just like, how many times are you going to release the same? Of course, I have all 6 of them sitting right over here too.
Yeah, I do as well. But I think it's just they realize that I don't know. They just spit them out and they go like far left. They just keep going. It's like blacklight. I know people were like, "Oh, the horror blacklights are well done." It's like what I learned from Funkoween is they're going to do the blacklights just like they did the chrome. Here it comes. They're going to blacklight it all. I mean, some make sense. Others, it's like, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm sick of it, but I'm sick of the black lights. I'm done with
it. That's something I'm getting out of is black light. I mean, I've got like the black light Alice in Wonderland sodas because I like those.
Yeah,
and those pops, and they work. But yeah, it's like I had a handful of the Marvel ones, and it's just like I'm getting out of this. There's black light of everything. It's just like, yeah, black light's the new chrome. I mean,
here comes black light Elvira, and let's do this, and Nightmare Before
Christmas. Yeah, it's too much. I see you, Two Dads. Hello, saying hi to Two Dads.
Yeah, this is. I mean, NFTs. Josh says it's right. Will NFTs be worth anything down the road? I don't know. Some people have so many different versions of that and thoughts. I mean, redeemables, obviously, we know will, but will they ever? I don't know.
I mean, even Big Boy was the first line. I bought like 2 packs of the Turtles, which was the very first release, but I'm not a turtle collector, so I just kind of was like, whatever. Yep. But then I was into Big Boy because it's an ad icon. But I totally just lost my train of thought with that. Oh, the NFTs going up themselves. The value of those NFTs has gone up slightly for the Big Boy NFTs. So it just really depends. Like, I'm sure there's new collectors coming into this. Every time Funko does a new drop with a property that they know about, they go back and see what's available from previous drops. Like, oh, I love Big Boy, so they want to go back and collect all those NFTs. And I have seen the price creep up, especially like on TMNT and Big Boy and all those where the redemption period is done. The value has gone up slightly on those. I have noticed that. So.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Black light Twinkie. Yeah, I would get a black light Twinkie.
That may work. I might be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. But I was blown away when I saw Kellogg's, and I was excited because, you know, obviously we all know the big Kellogg stuff, and it's like when you saw what they did, it's like I don't remember. I barely remember the Cocoa Krispies monkey. I don't remember the Honey Smacks or whatever the one thing holding the spoon was. Cornelius. Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess. And the Dig'em was probably the most recognizable, and of course, Make Freddy. But Tony Tiger Jr. I mean, I remember it back in the '70s commercials, but I don't know. They could have done so much.
Smaxy the Seal and Big Yella and all that stuff from before we were born. Yep. It's just like, are you going to capture that audience? Like, are the 50 and 60-year-olds going to be knowledgeable on NFTs? It's like, you're trying to mix these two audiences together, and I don't think it
could have been your first 3-pack redeemable, because I believe the Krispies are Kellogg's. I'm pretty sure. So you could have done
the Rice Krispies. Yeah.
But
yeah, I have 2 royalty sets for Kellogg's, and then I've got one of each redeemable. So I pulled the grail in the very first pack I opened for Kellogg's, and I'm like, well, I'm done. So I got like number 20 or some really low number too. I don't remember what it was, but it was a pretty low number. But yeah, I didn't. And then I've just been kind of like playing with house money, as they say, and keep selling the dupes and you know. But I think I've had my fun with this run. I'm going to kind of try to save my money to see what the next drop is going to be. So
it'll be interesting to see what they do. It's hard to say. You just never know with them.
Yeah. I just if I had to guess, Kellogg's would have been the next one. I would never have guessed that as the next one. You just never know what it's going to be.
No. I had a lot of people hoping. I said, you know, a McDonald's or something like that. It's like, I mean, they did McDonald's. McDonald's killed me with, you know, whatever it was, a year and a half ago, when, you know, I was collecting at icons religiously. And then the McNugget that did me in, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. And then they brought out the 5-pack, and it's like, oh my God, not this.
Yeah, it's like, I have all those McNuggets, but did I buy a 5-pack? I did buy a 5-pack.
Well, you know, we know it's got that Golden Arch sticker. So
it's the sticker. Yeah, absolutely. Josh was asking how NFTs are doing and whatnot. They're doing well. They're doing pretty well. I don't have any specifics as far as sales, but they've been doing pretty well. I mean, we have a lot of very knowledgeable sellers that come on and are very educational about, like, because you know, all the NFT shows are done on web, you know, for various reasons. But like we've added a bunch of, you know, clickable elements on the web, like question marks, like what's an NFT, like how do I, you know, transfer my NFT, all that educational stuff. So we have all that built in. We have knowledgeable hosts that help new sellers, you know. And that's the great thing about them on Whatnot, is you don't have to buy crypto to get the NFTs. You can just pay cash for them. So they're doing pretty well.
Because I think that throws a lot of people. I think DC brought in so many new people to the NFT game where they didn't realize, well, okay, how do I buy and sell? Okay, so I got to do it on Atomic. How do I get wax? And a lot of stuff.
Two Dads they sell on Whatnot, and they did an NFT show the other day. So I mean, they can speak for that they do pretty well. I even bought a couple of NFTs from them that I was looking for. So, but yeah, now that we have it open to anyone that's a live seller, it was in beta for a long time, you know. So we didn't allow everyone to sell them right away, just as we were working out the bugs. I mean, it used to be where you had to transfer your NFTs to like a custodial wallet, and it would take up to 3 days to get it transferred to wherever you wanted to send it to. But now it's pretty much immediate. So I mean, anything that you transfer on there, it's pretty much going to happen immediately. I see your question, Saucy Aquadad, and that's none of your business.
I was going to let you handle that
one. Yeah. But
what's the weather weather where you're at these days? I mean, I always know it's hot, but
I just actually checked the temperature before we started tonight because I figured the weather would come up, but it was
I always
we're
like
in the
that.
low 90. We're in the low 90s today. Let me just check again real quick.
Not too bad because you
But
guys
yeah,
don't really get the humidity. The humidity isn't a big deal for you guys. It's just the heat.
yeah. Once monsoon season starts and it rains and it's hot, then it becomes an issue. But the our monsoon season usually starts the middle of June, so officially it starts here I think next week. But we need rain. We haven't seen any rain here since the end of March. It was the last
Oh
time it
wow.
rained. But yeah, it's currently 93. It's hot in this room in my office because the sun beats down on the house here at the end of the day. So I'm facing west here in this house. But yeah, once the sun goes down, it does help a little bit. But
And yeah, I think most people in Arizona have swimming pools and stuff like that, so it's not too bad. And it's not like you
yeah,
guys
no,
have grass and you gotta go mow grass or anything like that, so it's not bad.
no grass here. But yeah, no, the pool definitely helps. Because it's supposed to heat up this week. We're supposed to have our first 110-degree day this coming
Ooh.
week, I think. But that's just summer in Arizona. It's the local news. One of the local news channels every year does a contest. Like if you can guess the date and time of the first 110-degree day, you win $5,000. They do it every year, so it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when.
Oh, and I know we have a few minutes left. What was your thoughts of Disney and the Star Wars stuff?
Disney for what in particular?
The MGM. I know you went to what Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, when I went to Disney last year, um, it was
What'd you
cool.
think of it
Yeah,
all?
it was really cool to like come around the corner there and see a life size Millennium Falcon. They did a really good job on that, and then to have Chewbacca like walking around when it was like 100 degrees, I felt really bad for that person in the costume. But they still, it was fun. It was really cool to see that. And I built the droid and built a little R2D2, and it was fun. We had a good time. So
Yeah,
it was
we
really
did
cool.
it. I loved it. I thought it was so well done. So
Hmm.
well done. I love the Falcon. We did all the stuff. Uh, the boy, we did the lightsabers, and then my daughter, we did the droid, and she loved it.
Hmm. Yeah. No, it was a fun. That was my first trip to Disney ever, and I've only been once, but I was what 47 my first time going to Disneyland. It's like my parents always as a kid, I would always ask about like when can we go to Disneyland, and like they said when my little brother like learned to walk because he was still a baby at the time. Um, so he'll be 43 this year, and they never did take us to Disneyland. So they pretty much lied to us as kids, but um, I made it happen thanks in part to Justin, and that was fun to go with him and his family. It was a good time.
Oh, I bet Justin would be a lot of fun. Oh, the whole family
Yeah,
probably is fun. But
yeah.
I love Disney. I think a lot of people. I know my kids. They don't even my wife never rationalized the cost of Disney with Disney.
Hmm.
I mean that's a even in the pandemic it was a mind-boggling number. But
Yeah, and I think when we were there last July, they had just expanded the capacity to I think half of the allowed capacity, and it was still bonkers like busy. I'm like, I can't imagine twice as many people in this park right now. It was it was still really, and I don't do great with like huge crowds of people. I'm like, this is good. This is kind of where no more than this. So I'm glad it was still at half capacity when we went, but it was still fun. I still had fun with it.
oh yeah, some of the rides were I think for me were like I remember them as a kid and then we rode them and it's like wow man this didn't I think I just had it played up so big in my mind and then we did it, it was like, man this isn't it. Ugh.
I didn't go on a lot of rides, but we went on the Indiana Jones ride. That was a lot of fun. That's a cool ride, for sure. And then I did the Toontown ride, and I was like, okay, This is okay. I'm probably a little too old for Toontown, but it was still fun. And the food was good too.
Oh yeah, that's one thing with Disney. They do great with the food and the experiences. Oh my goodness. I think we did a
Yeah, but
drive-in movie theater thing. The kids love that.
yeah, we ate at this restaurant like right before we left the park, and it was pretty good food. I remember Justin got this big milkshake with it had like candy coming out. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was pretty obscene.
Oh, you gotta have fun. Gotta have fun.
Yeah, it was still fun.
Oh yeah, Disney. Can't beat it. The kids are all, when are we going back? Yeah, a couple years, kids.
Hmm. They'll be in their 40s and they still won't have gone back, just like I experienced with my family.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I tried to. I even did it this year. Where are we going? I'm going to the beach. Anywhere else? No. You have season passes to an amusement park and a pool pass. Have fun. Daddy's still recovering from Disney.
Yeah, the kids don't realize like what that costs. So
I tried to say, wait, I said, we could go. You can go to the beach for your whole week of the big house at the beach for 5 years for what this one trip cost to Disney.
mm-hmm.
They're just sitting there thinking they didn't put it together.
Imagine your allowance and you save it for 400 years. That's what it would cost to go to Disney.
No,
I don't think it would be that much, but still.
It's pricey. I want to go again, but I want to try going in like October, November. I'd like to go down for the Halloween stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
March, and March wasn't bad. The first 3 days were like cool. I was like, oh, I like this, not a problem. And then all of a sudden, bam, it's 90 degrees, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, we went in July, like mid-July, and it was really hot. I think fall would be fun too, to see all the Halloween stuff, but I'm sure it's a lot busier at that time of year too, like Halloween and Christmas, and everybody wants to go see all the park decorated for the holidays. So
yeah, Augie spends it. I mean, it's not quite that bad, Augie, but it's not take that here, buy a car. Yeah, it's a good down payment on a car, no doubt about that.
Right. For sure.
Oh my goodness. Well, we are at that 11 o'clock hour, so I'll let you take us out, Curtis. Anything you want to say, whatnot? The floor is yours.
I hadn't really planned for anything to say on my way out, but yeah, download Whatnot if you haven't tried it out, and give us a try. It's to the moon, as the kids say. It's been just still taking off in a big way. It's been a lot of fun to be a part of that. So yeah, that's really, I don't really have anything to promote, or like, no new videos coming, or no live streams coming. I don't even have a live sale scheduled on the app right now, so I probably should get on that. I need to go back on and do some more testing. So
absolutely.
But yeah, y'all can give me a follow.
Yep.
My username is Curtis. It's pretty easy to find me. So yes, David, it is what the kids say.
And on that note, guys, have a wonderful week. I'll see you again next Sunday. And if the kids are off and you're starting their summer vacation, God bless you. God bless you. Be well, everyone.
Yeah, good luck. See you guys later.